Well, our next guest has written a letter to the mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, demanding an explanation about local news reports highlighting city emails that one reporter says throws into question the justification for severe restrictions and lockdowns on bars and restaurants. Republican Congressman and medical doctor from Tennessee, Shannon Bream, is the author of that letter and joins us live. Good to have you with us, Congressman.
Thanks, Shannon, for having me on.
Okay, so the allegation from these emails is that the numbers traced to bars and restaurants were really low and that there was a conversation about whether those numbers were going to be released publicly or not. The mayor tweets this. He says, since the start of Nashville's COVID-19 response, our office and Nashville Health Department have remained committed to providing timely, transparent access to vital public health data. Read to learn more and stay safe. And he cites to a statement there from his spokesperson who says this information was taken out of context and doesn't accurately reflect what was going on.
Now, that's really hard to say because 22 cases is all they had from the bars, restaurants in the contact tracing. So it's pretty clear it was minuscule. And they knew this on June the 22nd and certainly by June the 30th. And on July the 3rd, the medical officer of the city announces that it's specifically clusters of COVID at bars and restaurants. And then on the 14th of July, the Tennessean, the local paper, quotes the mayor as saying record number of clusters at bars and restaurants. So they clearly knew better and were saying just the opposite.
Well, it sounds like from what we've seen in the data that the major outbreaks were in construction and in nursing homes. And yet, tell me what's gone on with the businesses there, because one city council member, Steve Glover, says we raised taxes 34%, put hundreds, literally thousands of people out of work that are now worried about losing their homes, their apartments, and we did it based on bogus data, and that should be illegal. I mean, what's the impact of the mayor's decisions?
Well, the impact of the decision is huge. Small businesses are struggling. You've got thousands of people out of work. You can also look at the recovery in Tennessee. And if you look at specifically Nashville, low-income jobs have not returned appreciably in Nashville like they have throughout the rest of the state. So they're underperforming there, specifically as it relates to unemployment in those low-income jobs. And the response is, and it's because of these kinds of closures. There's a huge trickle-down effect. Shannon, when you close a bar or a restaurant in Nashville, somebody who drives that person home from the bar doesn't have a job. There's a musician who isn't performing at that bar. I mean, this is Nashville, Tennessee, and we're hurting our music industry. It makes no sense whatsoever. And that's why I wrote the letter. I want the mayor to tell us. We gave him $121 million of federal funds. This is U.S. taxpayers, and we want to know why he concealed that data and kept those bars closed until August the 13th.
All right, Congressman, please keep us updated with any response you get. Nashville is a fantastic city, one of my favorites, and I hope to get back there soon.